Hey guys, welcome back to Sparkman Homestead. My name is Krista. On today's video, we are going to kind of do a little bit, I guess, of an inventory grocery restock. We are getting ready to head into the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge. But pretty much what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be eating out of our pantry for the next 2 months with no grocery store trips, no restaurant trips, nothing like that. I am going to make a little bit of an exception for myself because we don't have a dairy cow and we do eat dairy here. I am giving myself an exception of allowing us to be able to still purchase milk and like some odd dairy products. Now I did stock up on quite a bit of dairy products, but because they expire, and we do eat quite a bit of them. The other thing I'm kind of making a little bit of an exception with is fresh produce. I really like to have apples and bananas available because I don't eat a lot of refined sugar. I'm really trying to watch my intake of it. I tend to eat more fruit and I don't want to deny myself of that little treat. So I'm allowing myself kind of that little flexibility. So milk and the odd fresh produce. So let's get into it. I have a table full of stuff. So yesterday we went to Costco. I just can't get over the cost of stuff at the grocery store right now. Like we left Costco and we paid almost $250 and we hardly got anything. I had a little bit of shell shock. I think I do every time I actually have to go into a store and buy stuff. I'm gonna include the Costco trip in here and show you guys what is available at our local Costco. So for us, our local Costco is the Nashville, Tennessee Costco. And this is just kind of what our prices are looking like here. We've decided to try to do this on the week before Christmas because I'm hoping that it's not going to be too crazy in here, and it's almost 4 o'clock, so far so good. I've never actually seen these here before. They're $19.99 and they are the Kirkland vacuum sealer bags. That might be good to look into. So it looks like they have some pre-cut ones and then you can get the rolls in this as well. $20, that's a really good deal. And then it is beside the food saver. Okay, I want to get some lemons. So we got 5 pounds for $6.49. Got a 6 count of mangoes for $9.99. So they're almost $2 each. Kind of expensive. I love these mangoes. So good. But they're $18.99. We don't need them. The non-organic ones, these ones, you get that amount. They're only $9.99. That's because those are organic. And I think it's the same, yeah, exact same amount of weight. Thinking I want to get some of these to make that grape salad that I made a couple weeks ago. Do want to pick up some salad though. Let's check the date on that. December 21st, which is just a couple days away. They're all the 21st. So for $4.39, I'm not going to get them because that's going to expire in like 2 days. So I normally love to get these. Like these are my favorite things, but I think I'm going to pass them up because we have quite a bit of things to get. So good. Wagyu. So $4.78 a pound for a more leaner ground beef, and then they have the grass-fed, grass-finished, and that one is $4.97 a pound. But you get 3 for that price. But still, wow. This is Steven's favorite section. All the prosciutto, $11.99 for that. How much are those ones? That one is $12.69.
To get a variety pack. Though.
Yeah, it's like a charcuterie thing already all done for you. Chicken skewers. Lobster meat. These look yummy. How much are those ones? $19.99. I really like these ones. $13.99 for these. Get some of those. Blackstone grilling kit. I really want one of those. There they are. $3.19, $3.99, but they're on sale. That lighting is not good. $319.99. $19.89, but we are going to get some toilet paper because I just finished a package and I always like to have at least 2 of these kind of in reserve. So these ones are, oh, there's no price. I think they're $20. Yeah, my fingers in the way. $19.99 for those ones.
Pay $10 more and you get Charmin.
But we'll get to these ones. I just noticed these in the cart. Steven snuck these in. I told him to take them out because I'm going to be making them. Look at the ingredients on those.
Someone care on me. I didn't do nothing.
You can't be trusted. We started just passing these aisles and then I realized I actually need to get laundry soap. I do like their this laundry soap right here. I like to believe that it's as clean as possible. $16.99 for this one here. Let's see what's down this aisle. Those look delicious. $9.89. Steven likes the ones that have chocolate from Trader Joe's.
Dark
Yeah.
chocolate.
Let's see what the, oh, they're gluten-free too. They're $9.99. Let's see what, oh, it's like 7 grams though. That's a neat snack. See if I can maybe make those at home. That's what happens when I come into these stores. I'm always like, I can make that at home. I can make that at home. And then I get home and it's like, I oversold myself in the store. I had more expectations with myself than possible. These look pretty yummy. 2 grams of sugar. They look pretty good. Comparing them to other candies or cookies. A pass. $10.99. I don't need them. I don't need them. I don't need them. I don't need them. I'm surprised that Steven didn't sneak these in. He loves these drinks. $4.97. They look pretty interesting.
So good, but so bad.
We love these. How much are those?
Oh.
It's an end cap. Doesn't have a price on it.
It means it's not for us.
Yeah, exactly. I do love those chips and we're going to get some. So these are $6.99. Get a bag of these. Ooh, these look good. Sweet chili meat. How much are they? $7.99. So many yummy things. These ones, chickpea veggie things. Oh yeah, this is another really good brand. Azure actually sells these. Actually, let's put one of those ones back and get one of these ones. These ones are $6.99. We found the price. $6.69 for the Hawaiian rolls. It's a really, really big pack of them. Oh, the frozen veggies. We have so much veggies though from, ooh, they have cauliflower rice, $8.49 for, it's like a stir fry though. This is how Steven keeps me within budget, is he literally like jumps way ahead in the store. So I don't have time to grab stuff. That's also how he sneaks things in. We're looking for the sausages down here though. Ooh, those look yummy. I love getting ideas coming down these aisles. These look pretty good. $26.99 for the grass-fed beef patties. We're on search to find these breakfast sausages. There they are. $13.99. I really like these ones because they don't have sugar in them. These ones. Oh, no
Samples.
Yeah, no thank you. Looking at some of these uncured smoked turkey bacon. $14.99. Cream cheese, $8.69. I normally get this, but I've been actually getting the Nancy stuff from Azure, and I'm really liking it. Ooh, $15.49 for the Annie's. Those are also really good tortillas too. Those ones are $11.89. One thing that Stephen really likes is he likes these Jamaican patties.
Quick, easy snacks.
I debated getting those before too, and those ones are $12.69. Okay, so I am going to get one of these flours. So $17.99 for this flour. This is what I use to make all my bread, pretty much everything, but I'm only gonna get one package. So $9.99 for the almond flour, and you get 3 pounds of it. That's a pretty good deal for the almond flour, but I'm going to actually buy almonds, and I'll tell you why in a minute. $18.99 for this. Pretty good price for that. You get 27 ounces. That's a good fat alternative. $19.99 for the avocado oil. So I just actually checked Sam's Club, and they are $10.79 for 1 liter of avocado oil. So I'm gonna get this guy because it is $20 for 2 liters. I don't like that it's in plastic, but we can always take it out of the plastic and put it into a glass jar when we get home. To backtrack for a minute because I need to pick up some almonds. They are $11.79 for 3 pounds. So I'm gonna get some of those. So I just realized that Costco has this brand, $13.99. This is a really, really good olive oil. And I usually don't get it because it's pretty expensive, but that's an okay price for that. And they have this one from Italy. That one is $17.69. I like that jacket. Yeah, $19.99. That's nice, and it's like lined. Pretty good deal. Yeah, that's the one that I noticed. Ooh, I really like those. Ooh. $8.49. Those look yummy. Oh yes, Stephen likes these. $9.99. These are pretty delicious. Yummy little snacks. $8.29. Those look yummy. You would think that we didn't eat right before we came here, but we actually went out for lunch before we decided to come here because I said I do not want to just buy everything, and yet we're buying everything. Well, not really everything, but buying a lot. Oh, here's the mayonnaise. Oh, I'm gonna get one of these, so $9.49. I've really been cheating a lot lately with these, so I don't have to make my own. Look at this fun thing, $9.89. It's like a powdered bone broth. It's crazy. Get 12 of them. Okay, we are looking for maple syrup. Oh yeah, but this looks good. $2.99.
Yeah, limited edition.
Oh yeah, $12.99 for 1 pint. But I like to get the organic. Oh, that is organic.
It is.
Oh, is this the normal stuff we get? Alrighty, so we're gonna put these back because these were $12.69 and you only get 25 fluid ounces with it, where these you get 33.8 and it is $12.59. So we're gonna get 2 of these. I don't want to pay for the fancy bottle. $8.69 for some strawberry spread. 2 pounds,
What this?
$8.69.
Try this one.
No, that one is $8.99, but no, I don't cook with that anymore. I used to cook with it a lot, but not anymore. I think I would buy this just for the jar. I love that jar. Is the jar worth $10.99? I don't know. This is the line. We are on the way back.
Welcome to Nashville.
All right, so we will get started and I will show you what we actually ended up buying from Costco. So we got our toilet paper. I always like to make sure that I have at least an extra one of these packages stocked up, or not stocked up. That is not the right word to use. Available. We'll just say available, because I really am not a prepper by any means, like a fear prepper. I believe in being prepared because you honestly never know what is going to happen with your job, with sickness. Anything like that can happen. It is not necessarily like the end of the world happening. It is like real life, what would seem like the end of the world stuff happening, like job loss or a really bad sickness. So I like to always make sure that we kind of have a lot available and on hand. So I got another thing of toilet paper. I will put that upstairs. So we really love to have nacho chips available. We love, or tortilla chips. We love to make nachos with the chips and just have them available for salsa. And then the other thing I had to pick up, because we're almost out of it, is this laundry soap. The other thing I probably should mention, if you are new here, just to kind of tell you about our family, we are just my husband and I. I do have 2 older kids that actually do not live with us full time. So when I am preparing to go into this pantry challenge, I am preparing for just pretty much just me and Steven to eat. So just 2 adults. Now, my daughter is actually coming home with her boyfriend. They are visiting for 2 weeks. So I kind of have that also in the equation, that we're gonna have 2 other extra adults eating with us a little bit in January. When I talked to her earlier, I said, you know, we're doing this pantry challenge in January. So if you need to have something that you want when you come, you need to tell me before January, because otherwise you're not going to get it when you're here. So she is kind of getting in her head what meals she would like to have us eat when she's here, because there are definitely some favorites that she loves to have when she comes here, like her childhood favorite stuff. So she's just kind of getting that list together for me. So I may have to do one more extra shopping trip, but she honestly said to me, Mom, you really have pretty much everything already in your house that we would need to make anything that I really love. So I'm not too concerned with running out of stuff. So just a preference, when you see this table of food, we are only feeding 2 adults for this pantry challenge. So this laundry soap will last us at least, I would say, 2 months at least. I do have some extra powdered stuff in case I do run out of this. This is from Azure, so I'm going to try to keep my Azure stuff separate and show you guys separately what I got from Azure so I can show you the prices. So we ended up getting this maple syrup. I said in the video, we kind of were doing a price comparison. So we ended up with these 2. This is what I'm using right now for sweetener and a lot of stuff. So I definitely want to make sure we have a lot of this available. I'd mentioned at Costco the almonds. So we picked up a bag of almonds. I used to actually be a vegan and I used to make my own almond milk. So one thing that I'm trying to do is kind of, again, watch my sugar. I feel like I'm a broken record saying this over and over again. Now I do drink a very, very unpasteurized milk. I do buy it from a local dairy, so it hasn't been overly processed. So milk has a lot of natural sugars in it, like the lactose and stuff, that's a sugar. So if you are trying to watch your sugar intake, milk, like if you're drinking milk, that will have a lot of natural sugars in it. So I'm trying to really kind of keep an eye on that. One thing I used to make is almond milk. So I picked up a bag of almonds and I'm going to make a couple little batches of almond milk. It is so easy to make. I might actually end up showing you guys how easy it is to make. So I'm gonna make a couple batches of almond milk. But one thing I do when I make the almond milk is I end up taking the pulp that's left over after I strain all the almonds. You have a whole bunch of pulp left. So what I like to do is take that pulp, put it in my dehydrator, and that is almond flour. So that's why I didn't end up buying the almond flour at Costco. I just left it because I know I'm going to be making a lot of almond milk in the future, so I will be able to make my own almond flour. I did end up picking up a couple bags of just regular all-purpose flour. This stuff I love. It is their organic unbleached flour. This stuff works amazing for all my baked goods like sourdough, anything like that. This stuff works really, really good. But I only bought 2 bags, which seems odd going into a pantry challenge, being that we're going to make everything from scratch. So you would think we would need a lot more than that. But when we get into the Azure haul, I'm going to show you something so exciting. Something that I am finally going to dip my feet in that I have been wanting to do for a really long time. So I'll show you guys when we get to the Azure part of it. So we picked up some avocado oil. Definitely like to have this on hand. The other thing that we got was our mayonnaise. Now I can definitely make my own mayonnaise, which I probably will end up doing once we run out of this stuff. That's why I ended up getting some oil. I recently rendered a whole bunch of tallow, and one thing that I'm going to focus on with the pantry challenge is making sure that I'm using that tallow as my cooking oil to try to cut back on the use of this kind of oil, because oil is really, really expensive. This whole, and I did mention it in the video, but this cost me $20 for this. That's insane. I think that has probably gone up at least $5. That's, again, I just can't get over the pricing of groceries nowadays. And then these are the last 2 things that we picked up at Costco. I picked up a bag of limes. We like to have this when we're making tacos or anything like that. Limes are perfect just to put on them. I also want to juice some of these limes and get some lime juice. And then we picked up a, what is this, 5-pound bag. This I'm going to just have with lemon water or a tea. We're getting into kind of cold and flu season, so I like to have lemons on hand. Okay, so we're gonna start out with the big, huge bags of stuff. I have decided that I'm gonna start to grind my own wheat. So I've been doing a lot of research lately on flours, and one thing that I've been reading is that the pre-ground flour that you buy, like the stuff that we just bought from Costco, it does not have a lot of good nutrients in it, and it's just kind of wasted calories that don't really benefit your body very much. So I have decided to finally take the plunge and grind my own flour. I do not have a flour mill yet. I am planning on purchasing it in the next couple of months. So what I'm doing right now, because again, we're going into the pantry challenge and I won't be grocery shopping, I've decided to stock up on some wheat. This stuff stores for a really, really long time. I'm not super concerned with it going rancid because I will be putting it into 5-gallon storage buckets. And then I'll put some oxygen absorbers in with it also. The other thing that I'm gonna do is put these into the freezer right now so that if there is anything in there, it'll just freeze, and I'll leave them in there probably for a week or 2. I got a 50-pound bag of some soft white wheat. This wheat will be really good for making things like biscuits, pastries, cookies, anything like that. Soft wheat works really well. It does not have as much gluten in it, so it's really good for making things like that. And then the second bag that I ordered is this. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but the other word for this is kamut. They're just not allowed to use that word because it's a copyrighted word, I believe. So this is essentially just kamut, but this is the official name for it. And this is a 25-pound bag of that. Those wheat berries, the kamut wheat berries, are going to be really good for making bread. They have a higher gluten content in them, so they're really, really good for making bread. The other thing that I actually could not get because they were out of stock was hard white wheat. I had to put that onto my next order, but I kind of already took it out of this month's budget anyways. So I will be getting another 50-pound bag, I believe, or 25-pound bag of hard wheat, and that is what I will use to make my sourdough bread. I'm going to kind of do a combination of kamut and hard white wheat. And then I also wanted to try some spelt. The one friend that is at the Azure drop, she does a lot of breads in spelt, and she says a lot of her customers tend to get the spelt bread that can't process regular gluten, and they love the spelt. I only got a 5-pound bag of that because I'm just experimenting with that. I guess I could have just jumped in and got a 25-pound bag because really all of this is an experiment. I've never done this. So I don't know why, I just got 5 pounds of that and I'm just gonna have that. If I really, really love it, then I'll end up getting more once the pantry challenge is done. And then the other thing that I wanted to stock up on, because we really love these, are these yellow corn tortillas, and they come frozen. So with them, the more that you order, the more you save. So I actually ended up getting 6 of them, so 2 3-packs. And then I also want to stock up on my butter. So I love this butter. I love that it is in individual like packages. It's 4 sticks of butter in here. So I got 6 of those. I also got some beeswax granules. I've been making a lot of my own facial products and like lip balms and stuff like that. So I've been going through beeswax pretty quick. Plus I want to make some candles. Azure has been doing these abundant sales this month. So they have been putting stuff on discount for a couple of days. And before my order shipped, I think this was one of the abundant things that they had on sale was pomegranates. I think it was. It may have not been, but I know these were on sale when I bought them. So I bought 6 of them. I really love these. These are a yummy snack to have at night or just for breaking up and putting into salads. And then I also love their dish soap. So I got a 128 fluid ounce of their dish soap. This stuff works really, really good. Doesn't foam like regular like Dawn dish soap, but it does work really well. And on the no sugar eating, I decided to pick up some of this chocolate. It does have sugar in it, but it does say it has less, and definitely I got marketed with that less sugar, but it is a nice dark chocolate. So I picked up 3 of these. I'm actually going to end up putting these in my stocking for myself. And then I got a couple things of cream cheese. I really like this cream cheese. We don't go through it a lot. I decided to get some cream cheese because I had already planned on making bagels. Steven just kind of jumped the gun on that and went and snuck them in the cart. And then I just got our regular sour cream that we always get. Love this stuff. I just picked up 2 of them. We probably, I would say we go through 1 a month. Again, just 2 adults and Steven works away from home. And then I love having Greek yogurt with some frozen fruit at night. It's a really delicious snack to have. And then the one thing we've been eating a lot of is cottage cheese. I'm trying to up my protein intake every day. So having some cottage cheese just as a snack during the day has been working really well for me. So I got 6 of them. We will definitely go through these in probably a month. I eat a lot of it. And then this I know was one of the abundant sale items, is just some coconut milk. I like having this to make curries with, and just also having this as a milk alternative. If I don't have milk, you could definitely always sub coconut milk in with it. So I picked up 3 of those because they were on sale. And then potatoes, this was another thing that they actually had in the abundant sale. So I got 2 5-pound bags of russet potatoes. This is a 6-pound block. And so you pay, I believe, per pound. I think it advertises as 5. I can't remember. I'll put the price below on what I paid for it because it doesn't show you on here, but this cheese is so, so delicious. So this will get us through the pantry challenge. I needed to stock up on some baking powder. I've learned my lesson from buying the big bags. Like I used to buy baking powder in like this size bag and it goes bad. So I have learned just to buy it in these containers, put what I'm not using in the freezer, just use one container as I need it. But again, because we're making everything from scratch, I wanted to make sure that I had a good stock up of that. And then Steven is a coffee drinker, so this stuff was on sale, so I got him some of this. He does really like this coffee, so I got him a bag of that. And because he is only the coffee drinker and he usually only has 1 cup per day, this will get him through for the whole pantry challenge. I did a inventory in my spice cabinet and I realized that I was getting low on garlic powder and on onion powder, and we use these a lot. So I wanted to make sure that I had these available to restock with. And then this right here, these things are amazing. I ordered these 1 month after reading reviews, and these things are used for a kind of a replacement for Tums. So if you have like indigestion after eating or just an upset stomach, like bloating, anything like that, if you pop one of these, it really helps. They kind of taste like black licorice, but I found that these things work amazing. And all the reviews said the exact same thing, like people just raved about them. So I ordered like one of these little things, I think like 3 or 4 months ago, and they have been out of stock ever since then. So when I seen they came back in stock, I ended up getting 3 of them because you get it again, it's cheaper for 3, but I don't want to run out of these again. So I restocked them. And then I got this little lip chap for Steven's stocking. It's just a root beer. I love this brand. So I got one of those for his stocking. And then I also picked up some soap to put in stockings as well. I usually buy the really long containers of those, like a case of them at a time, but we are pretty stocked up on it. I just wanted to try this scent. I can't remember what scent it is. I'll leave it below what scent it is, but I wanted to try this scent. And when I'm trying out their different scents, I usually only order 3 at a time. And that way I can figure out if I like it. And then if I like it, then I order the case. But because we already have a whole bunch stocked up, this is just like little stocking stuffers. So I think that's everything for my Azure drop and my Costco run. Again, it's not a lot, but we also have a pantry loaded full of stuff because we're now in winter, we're done gardening, I have everything preserved for it. So we have all of these pantry things to eat through. That's one thing that I really do love about this pantry challenge is it just kind of forces me to realize I've got food at home. I remember saying that so much when my kids were littler. We have food at home, we don't need to eat out. So I'm telling myself that as an adult when I'm not feeling like I want to cook, we have food at home. The other thing that I also did not have to purchase again because I already tried to maintain a well-stocked pantry regardless of pantry challenges or not. And I guess just as a preference, because some of you may be thinking, well, you're not really doing a pantry challenge because you're stocking up before you go into the pantry challenge. Yes, I'm stocking up a little bit, but I keep a well-stocked pantry, and what I was doing was just filling in areas that I normally go through and look and see where I have little pockets that need to get filled. So those were just things that I was running low on to begin with that I needed to get anyways. I like to always make sure that I have at least 2, 3, possibly even 6 months worth of food available for us. Again, just for emergencies, if something happens and we don't have money to buy food. So one thing that I always, again, have available is olives. We love our olives, so I have a good stock of that. I also have peaches, mushrooms, like I have some juice up there. I keep a lot of dried beans on hand. This is already what I have available. Like that is already my oils. We also have chickens, so I always have eggs. These are all full. And the other thing that we are actually getting, I think next week we get our order. No, maybe not next week. Probably won't come next week because of the holidays. So in 2 weeks, we are getting our half cow order come through. We don't really eat a lot of pork, so the like bacon and stuff like that, we usually like to keep at least 6 packages on hand. And yesterday at Costco, oh, there's actually stuff in the freezer that I forgot to show you guys from Costco. I forgot that I put this stuff in the freezer last night because it's the next day. We got home last night because we went to Opryland after Costco just to kind of look at the lights and stuff. It was late by the time we got home, so I just threw everything in the freezer, and I knew we were going to pick up the Azure today, so I just thought, I'm just going to do it all at once. Anyways, reel it back in here. So I picked up some of these sausages. We love these sausage. They are so, so good. So I got a bag of those, and then we also really like these breakfast sausages, so I picked up some of these. Those are chicken also. So those are both chicken sausages. And then I also splurged and I got the turkey bacon. I'm excited to try that turkey bacon. And then Steven ended up getting This is 100% a treat. I won't eat these, but Steven loves them. So he picked up a box of those. Those are perfect for him to take to lunches with him again, because we're doing the pantry challenge. We're not eating out. So good little quick lunch snack for him. Totally got off track there with the pork. So that's why we don't have a lot of pork, because I'm trying to not eat it as much. I mean, we do like, you know, pork sausage still and bacon, but we just don't eat a lot of pork roast. It's not something we love. So I'm not too concerned about running out of that stuff. I am super, super excited to go into this pantry challenge and show you guys all the meals that we make out of our pantry. It gets really fun in February when we start getting low on some of this stuff. I really have to start to use my imagination in the kitchen. So that's when the pantry challenge gets exciting around here. Thank you so much for coming along with me today as I show you how I'm getting prepared for the fun time of the pantry challenge. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.